Hi guys, Tech here, and I wanted to go over the jewels and ailment mitigation. My initial thoughts on this, well, not initial, I've kind of sat and thought about it for a minute, is I feel like this is a nerf to Raider and Templar. It makes both of those ascendancies less appealing. It also makes rare jewels slightly more appealing, but with more random rolls, so you're less likely to get the jewel that you want. I do really like the fact that they're putting it on Abyss jewels, which is really good, as most builds use Abyss jewels, not necessarily regular jewels. So I do think that's solid. I do like there being higher values to the rolls when you get them, where hopefully it's like you get, 3 or 4 of them and you're capped, or at least 50% with 3 or 4 of them. Hopefully that's the kind of that they're talking about. The unique change, I'm not sold on. I think making new skill gems would be a better approach than making making the unique jewels that are good corruption only. Now, this part I'm kind of taking with a grain of salt, as we don't know what the rates are and how many jewels they're keeping. So if they're only keeping like 5 unique jewels from each type, it's probably fine. If there's 10 or so, I can see it causing a problem in non-trade leagues, because you don't get a unique jewel every time you corrupt it, right? So it's like you need to corrupt probably, I would say, 5 to 10 jewels to get one unique. And then there's 5 mods. Well, most people can go through 50 Val orbs in the first couple of days and get the jewel that they want, hopefully. But it's all RNG, so that part's bad. I would prefer if they would make just new skill gems for the ability with, that changes the ability for those kind of jewels, like the really good ones. Like, make a Spark Nova, make a EK Nova. Like, those ones are good. Those ones are used fairly frequently. The ones that are like Spectral Shield Throw, I think you can just bake that into Spectral Shield Throw. Right, across all levels. I think you can just bake it in and it's fine. Then I think the other part of it, like, instead of summon skeletons and then making a skill gem that summons skeleton mages. And if you want to make it higher level, that's fine. Right, it's fine. So if you want to make like summon skeletons level 10 or 12 or whatever, or level 4, whatever level it is, and you want to make summon skeleton mages like level 28 or 38, that's fine. No one cares. They just want to be able to play the build in a timely manner. Soul Self-Found exists, and unless you're playing Trade League, a lot of these solutions feel very bad, which is trying to remove uniques from leveling up. However, I want to see like smart loot. I want to see good jewels if they're going to change them to rare. Because those unique jewels, even though not everybody used them, those were really good for very specific builds. And if you were playing a very specific build that was good for it, it gave you a reason to go do the Golden Hand quest, for instance. It gave you a reason to do that while leveling if you were playing a build that one of those 3 jewels was good for. Now, you're going to just get a random rare garbage jewel that's probably going to be useless. So they took the incentive for doing that quest and turned it down, in my eyes. Now, that doesn't mean it will work this way, I think there is going to, like, I think it's going to work out where it's going to be fine so far. I don't like the fact that they led with this one, and this one's still kind of a nerf. I think they should have led with Arch Nemesis, and gone from there. But that's kind of my thoughts on this. Like, I would much rather see them just introduce new skill gems, and then the 2 or 3 that they're gonna keep, it's fine to move those to corruption only, right? That's fine then. But when you have like 5 to 10, it's a lot. And I think you just be better off making new skill gems. And plus, that would be cool, right? If you want to play Summon Skeleton Mages and you can just go buy the gem, or you want to play EK Nova and you can just buy the gem. And then you can play what you want to play more dependently, and more reliably, which is a good thing. Like that's a good way of offering player agency. Plus, then they can make a different versions of those as heist rewards for the alternate effects, and you can change those dramatically because the alternate effects now you can make them tailored to that specific gem. So that's like really cool. I feel like that's a really cool solution that they just kind of glazed over. Now, there might be some reason why they didn't want to do that. I don't know. But the next ones coming out are going to be Curses, Arch Nemesis, and Eldritch Altars. So we'll have a little bit of news this week, and we'll talk about it and see kind of how we feel about 3.20 expansion coming up. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a good one, Exiles.